15 Most Haunted Cemeteries in the United Kingdom. Are you brave enough to uncover the dark secrets buried within? From eerie whispers to ghostly apparitions, these cemeteries hold stories of restless spirits and unexplained phenomena. Join us as we journey through shadowed paths and haunted tombstones, where the past seems to come alive in the most chilling ways. 1. Highgate Cemetery, London. In the mist-laden corners of Highgate Cemetery, whispers of the supernatural echo through its overgrown pathways and ancient tombstones. By day, it is a beautiful but somber reminder of Victorian Gothic architecture. But at night, this cemetery transforms into a place of terror. Visitors often report seeing shadowy figures flitting among the graves and statues. The most infamous specter is the Highgate vampire, a dark figure with a piercing gaze that freezes anyone who dares to look into its eyes. Some witnesses claim they've felt its icy breath on the back of their necks or seen it vanish into the fog. Local legend says that the vampire is cursed to roam the cemetery, hunting for souls to add to its eternal darkness. Would you dare to wander these paths after dark? 2. Greyfriars Kirkyard, Edinburgh, Scotland. Known as one of Scotland's most haunted graveyards, Greyfriars Kirkyard is home to the infamous Mackenzie poltergeist. George Mackenzie, a notorious judge in life, is said to continue tormenting visitors in death. Those who venture too close to his mausoleum report strange bruises and scratches appearing on their bodies. Some have even been knocked over by an unseen force. It's as if Mackenzie is still furious, still condemning those who wander too close. Brave souls who dare to explore the kirkyard often leave shaken, carrying with them the memories of a haunting that is both physical and psychological. Be warned, if you enter the Covenanters' prison, you may not leave untouched. 3. St. James's Cemetery, Liverpool. Once a quarry and later a graveyard, St. James's Cemetery hides stories of death and despair. Known as the Bloody Acre, this site has an aura of unease. Many have claimed to see ghostly children running through the cemetery, laughing eerily before they vanish into thin air. Whispers in the wind seem to call out names, and the faint sound of crying echoes through the dark. The most unsettling tale is of a grieving mother who lost her child here and now appears on misty nights, searching endlessly. Locals say if you hear her cries, it means she's looking for someone to join her lost soul. 4. Glasgow Necropolis, Scotland. The Glasgow Necropolis is often referred to as the City of the Dead, and for good reason. It sits perched on a hill overlooking Glasgow, filled with elaborate tombs and mausoleums that cast long, eerie shadows. Those who visit at night speak of mysterious orbs of light that float through the air and voices that murmur in a language long forgotten. The most terrifying story is of a faceless figure that appears at the foot of a particular tomb, watching in silence as visitors approach. They say if you look too closely, it will follow you home, becoming a shadow in your life until the day you die. 5. Nunhead Cemetery, London. In Nunhead Cemetery, the silence is only broken by the crunching of leaves beneath your feet and the whispers that seem to come from nowhere. The White Lady of Nunhead is said to roam this graveyard, a spectral figure seen floating among the trees, her dress glowing faintly in the moonlight. Some say she is looking for her lost love. Others believe she is warning people to leave. Those who stay too long feel an intense, cold dread wash over them, as if unseen eyes are watching their every move. Do you have the courage to walk alone through Nunhead's deserted paths? 6. Arnos. Vale. Cemetery. Bristol Arnos Vale Cemetery is known for its winding paths and Victorian graves, but it's also known for its paranormal residents. A lady dressed in Victorian clothing has been seen wandering the graveyard, her face obscured by a black veil. Witnesses say she moves with a purpose, disappearing behind trees and appearing out of the fog without a sound. Voices call out from empty spaces, and footsteps echo through the paths, even when no one else is there. Many believe the woman is waiting for her lover, destined to search for eternity. Step into Arnos Vale, and you may feel her icy presence beside you. 8. Canongate Kirkyard, Edinburgh, Scotland. The haunting tales of Canongate Kirkyard revolve around a loyal dog that guards its master's grave and a spectral figure that wanders at night. Locals call him the Grey Man, a ghostly figure dressed in ancient clothing. Those who have encountered him describe a feeling of overwhelming sadness and dread. Some say the Grey Man is a spirit caught in a time loop, doomed to relive his final moments over and over. Many visitors have felt a cold hand brush their shoulder or heard a soft voice in their ear, whispering words of warning. Are you ready to face the Grey Man? 8. St. Mary's Churchyard, Whitby. St. Mary's Churchyard, perched on the cliffs overlooking Whitby Abbey, was the inspiration for Bram Stoker's Dracula. The stories here are as dark as the novel itself. Ghostly figures are said to appear among the gravestones, and strange shadows dance in the moonlight. People have heard low growls and seen red eyes watching from the darkness. Some say these are the spirits of sailors lost at sea, forever trapped between the worlds of the living and the dead. Enter if you dare, but remember, Whitby is a place where the line between myth and reality is very thin. 9. Bun Hill Fields. London Bun Hill Fields is known for the spirits of nonconformists, but it is also a place where strange occurrences happen frequently. People have reported seeing the figure of William Blake, a shadowy silhouette wandering between the graves. A ghostly woman in white has also been spotted, her face filled with sorrow as she drifts among the tombstones. Sudden chills, the feeling of being watched, and eerie silence plague those who visit this cemetery. Many say Bun Hill Fields is a place where the souls of the restless still roam, looking for peace they may never find. 10. St. Nicholas's Churchyard, Pluckley, Kent. Pluckley is England's most haunted village, and St. Nicholas's Churchyard is no exception. The Red Lady, dressed in a flowing gown, is often seen crying by her child's grave. Locals say she weeps for a child she lost centuries ago, and her wails echo through the graveyard at night. Many have witnessed her spectral form floating through the tombstones, her face contorted in grief. If you stand near her grave too long, you may feel a hand brush against your shoulder, a warning, perhaps, to respect the dead. 11. St. Andrew's Church, Boxley, Kent. In the shadowed corners of St. Andrew's Churchyard, an old woman dressed in black is often seen. She appears and disappears among the graves, her face hidden beneath a dark veil. People who encounter her speak of an intense feeling of sadness and fear. Some say she died heartbroken, and now she wanders the churchyard, seeking solace she will never find. Her presence is unsettling, and those who dare approach often feel a cold shiver as she passes by. 12. Tower Hamlet Cemetery Park, London. Tower Hamlet Cemetery Park is a place where nature and the supernatural intertwine in chilling harmony. Originally a Victorian cemetery, it has since become a dense, overgrown forest, filled with tall trees that seem to watch you as you wander. The cemetery is known for its eerie whispers, often heard among the trees as the sun sets. Some visitors report the sensation of being followed, with footsteps echoing behind them, though no one is ever there when they turn around. Apparitions appear through the mist, pale, shadowy figures that vanish as quickly as they appear. Locals say that these are the spirits of those who never left, bound to wander the woods forever. Enter Tower Hamlets, and you may just catch a glimpse of them watching you from behind the trees. 13. West Norwood Cemetery, London's Norwood Cemetery, is home to some of the most elaborate mausoleums in London, each one more ornate than the last. But with grandeur comes an unsettling presence. The most famous ghost here is a woman in a dark cloak, her face shrouded in shadow. She is often seen wandering the cemetery paths at dusk, moving with a slow, deliberate pace. Witnesses describe feeling a deep sense of sorrow when they encounter her, as if her grief has etched itself into the air. Some say she searches for her lost love, doomed to wander the cemetery until they are reunited. But others believe she is guarding a dark secret, one she must keep hidden even in death. Those brave enough to cross her path often leave feeling as though they've been touched by something beyond this world. 14. Brookwood Cemetery, Surrey. Brookwood Cemetery is one of the largest and most mysterious cemeteries in the United Kingdom. Its vast, sprawling grounds are filled with shadowy figures that seem to appear and disappear in the blink of an eye. Visitors often speak of a mysterious mist that drifts through the graveyard, thickening in certain areas and revealing strange shapes within it. The most terrifying tales come from those who have wandered into the mist, only to feel as though something unseen is watching them. Some claim to have seen spectral figures standing in the distance, observing silently before vanishing into thin air. Brookwood is a place where the boundaries between life and death seem to blur, and those who enter may feel themselves caught between both worlds. 15. Church of St. Mary the Virgin, Clove Hill, Bedfordshire. The Church of St. Mary the Virgin in Clove Hill is a place steeped in sinister history. Known for its alleged satanic rituals in the 1960s, the church and its cemetery have a dark reputation. The ruins are eerie enough by day, but at night, the atmosphere becomes downright chilling. Dark figures have been seen lurking in the shadows, moving with an unnatural silence. Ghostly whispers echo through the crumbling walls, and visitors report an overwhelming sense of dread, as if they are being watched by something malevolent. Some believe these spirits were disturbed by the dark rituals performed on the site, and now they haunt the grounds, unwilling to rest. Those who are drawn to the site by curiosity often leave feeling as though they've brought a piece of the darkness home with them. Would you dare to visit this haunted church, knowing the history that surrounds it? If you enjoyed our journey through these haunted grounds, make sure to like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments. Which cemetery would you dare to visit? Or maybe you have a ghost story of your own to share. Hit that notification bell so you never miss our next spine-tingling adventure. Until next time, stay curious and watch your back.